Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Good Friday afternoon. Happy weekend. Looking good right now, but tracking a little trouble. Could be some frenzy raindrops.
All right, Brandon, plus thousands head to the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater as Kanye West comes to town for a free show. We're going to take you to the excitement surrounding the Sunday service. But first, a mother talks to Local 4 after her 2-year-old daughter is found wandering the streets of Detroit. A neighbor found the girl walking down the street on Detroit's west side. This was last night. She was taken to a police station, and it was hours before her parents eventually came to get her. Larry Spruill was there when Mom and Dad arrived. And Larry, you talked to Mom. Does she have any sort of explanation at all?
Well, good afternoon, Sandra. Yes, she does have an explanation. I will get to that in just a few minutes. I want to show you exactly where all of this happened. We are here on Appeline Street, and police say that she was walking, that 2-year-old girl was walking up and down this street all by herself when someone found her and then called police. But right now, there are a lot of questions. Why was she walking by herself? How did she get out the house? And where were her parents? Well, I have all of those answers. We first met little 2-year-old Samaria Morgan around 4 o'clock Friday morning here at the 2nd Police Precinct. She was asleep, safe, and sound with Detroit police. But how did she get here? And where were her parents? Well, to get those answers, we have to go back around 8 o'clock Thursday night. Police said someone called them saying they found her walking on Appeline Street on Detroit's west side by herself. Police then picked her up and brought little Samaria here. Now, fast forward about 8 hours later, our cameras rolling when her parents walked inside the police station, saying they were here to pick up their daughter.
She was in the house when we went to sleep.
When we left there, she was in the house asleep. That's why I don't understand how she got outside.
She told me she was asleep.
She was. And I locked the doors. I don't understand how she got out.
Because you didn't lock the door.
I did lock the doors.
Minutes later, her mother, Alicia Hodge, wanted to talk to me.
Because I take care of my baby, and she just walked out the house, and we was asleep. That's all that happened.
How does a 2-year-old walk out?
A 2-year-old walks out because they come bigger and better and stronger. That's how, and they're smart. She was having a party with her cousins, and she fell asleep. And well, why she walked out, I don't know.
When did you realize she was missing?
When the officer told me something about a baby, I didn't know.
And so we just found out that the parents will have to meet a judge this afternoon at 1 o'clock. But remember I told you about a neighbor finding that little girl? Well, we did speak with her as well. I'm working on that part of the story, all new tonight at 5. We are live on Detroit's west side this afternoon. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
We'll see you at 5. Thank you, Larry. Pontiac High School closed today following the shooting of a 17-year-old in a Pontiac neighborhood yesterday. According to the school district, that 17-year-old was a former Pontiac High student. We're told the shooting has caused a real stir with the school. Students are distraught. A number of issues are all coming up as a result of this. Classes, though, are set to resume on Monday. We also know counseling and support services will be available to both students and staffers as well. Let's go ahead and get a look outside for you on this Friday. It's dry right now, but we're looking at the chance of possibly some storms for all those high school football games going on tonight. Let's get over to Brandon. He has new information on the chance for rain, right, Brandon?
Yes, Sandra, a close call at the very least. I would grab your favorite high school poncho or umbrella and bring it with you. Upper 60s and low 70s. Beautiful skies out there right now. The winds out of the south are whipping 10 to 15 in most locations. 72 degrees now, on our way to about 76. And sunshine for the next few hours mixed with those high clouds. But the clouds after 3 or 4 o'clock will start to fill in a little bit more as we'll be tracking some wet weather. But you see a decent break here and there with the cloud cover. Unfortunately, unfortunately, you see also the wet weather coming out of northern Illinois, crossing over Lake Michigan. And after 5 p.m., we're going to see some of these showers moving in, probably more scattered about the area as we head through the football games, and heaviest rains coming at us late tonight. But we'll give you a close look here at one of the computer models right there at about 5 o'clock, Sandra. Some of this rain does start to move in. And again, it gets heavier. We'll take a closer look coming up.
All right, thank you, Brandon. A doctor's office caught fire this morning in Livonia. It happened in a building on Farmington Road right near 8 Mile. We're being told the fire was contained to one office area, but it also did a lot of damage to the inside and also the roof. Crews are investigating, trying to figure out what may have sparked that fire. We are now on day 12 of the UAW strike, and there's still no deal with General Motors as workers hit the picket lines now for another day. Leaders from the UAW and GM are resuming talks. Negotiations went late into the night last night. Key issues here, wage increases and the use of temporary workers have yet to be agreed upon, meaning that talks could stretch into October. Yesterday, GM announced it was resuming health care for striking workers. Support for the impeachment inquiry against President Trump is growing in the House of Representatives. The White House now scrambling, trying to determine how to handle the situation sparked by a whistleblower complaint into the president's phone call with the president of Ukraine. Chris Pallone has new reaction from the president that's also causing controversy.
And that's what we're hoping to do.
In her first live television interview since launching an impeachment inquiry on President Trump, Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the House panels investigating the president will ensure there's no retaliation against people who provide them information.
And I'm concerned about some of the president's comments about the whistleblower.
President Trump, speaking with diplomats and their families in New York Thursday, talked about White House officials mentioned in the whistleblower report and alluded to execution in this video obtained by Bloomberg News.
Who's the person that gave the whistleblower the information? Because that's close to a spy. You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right? With spies and treason, right? We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
Republicans defending the president are using an admission in the whistleblower's complaint to attack its credibility.
It's clear to me that it's a narrative being created from secondhand sources. And what I want to know is who told the whistleblower about the phone call.
The complaint, made public Thursday, accuses the president of abusing his power by asking the leader of Ukraine to investigate Trump's political rival, Joe Biden, and then trying to cover it up by locking down access to the call's details in a system reserved for the nation's most sensitive secrets.
I don't think it's part of the president's job to shake down leaders of other countries using taxpayer dollars to have them do something that is in his political benefit.
Democrats believe testimony from the director of national intelligence Thursday strengthened their case.
I think the whistleblower did the right thing.
On Twitter, the president insisted in all caps it was a perfect conversation with Ukraine president. As for the speed of the impeachment inquiry, Speaker Pelosi said that the House panels should move with purpose, expeditiously, but not hastily, though. In Washington, Chris Pallone, NBC News.
And sources say members of the House Intelligence Committee have already been told to be prepared to potentially return to Washington during the upcoming 2-week recess. Democrats are hoping to wrap up the impeachment inquiry this fall. This noon, Detroit police are asking for your help to find a missing 71-year-old man. Take a look at his picture here. This is Benjamin Sanders. He was last seen Tuesday afternoon. He was walking in an alley near the Lodge and Pembroke. He never came back home. Police say he suffers from mental illness. He also was wearing a red shirt and jeans at the time. You may have heard Kanye West is in Detroit, and he's putting on a free concert at the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. Let's go ahead and show you some live pictures right now from Sky 4, where Kanye is performing one of his Sunday service shows. It's pretty much what it sounds like. It's somewhat like a church service with Kanye leading a choir that performs gospel versions of his hit songs. The free tickets were available. They were available for a short time yesterday as fans claimed all of them in just a matter of minutes. People we talked to say it's definitely interesting to see Kanye go gospel.
I think it's a cool artist. You know, there's a lot of yin-yang talk, but it's like, he's worshiping, praising God. Who's got a problem with that?
Kanye was supposed to drop a new album based around his Sunday service concept called Jesus is King today, but still no sign of that just yet. A neighborhood rocked by a gas explosion that destroyed dozens of homes is now under evacuation orders yet again, and this is because of a gas leak. We're going to take a look at where things stand with the community on edge. And a woman receives all of these letters from the same company, most of them saying the exact same thing. Find out why United Healthcare says it sent her 500 pieces of mail. But first, a former Dallas police officer takes the stand in her own murder trial. See how she's defending herself in the deadly shooting of her neighbor.